the other side of the peninsula. But when it's not so many cruise ships, they can dock here, as you can see, to the right side. They supply to the oil platform and the fish farming industry. To the left side, this is very close to the cruise ship if later you want to visit in this area, because this is Bergen Fortress. You will see here to the left side look like a church, but it isn't. This is the largest secular medieval building in Norway. It was built between 1247 and 1261 by King Håkon Håkonsson. We will see a tower here to the left. This tower was built in 1270 by King Magnus Lagavottir or Magnus the Lawmender. He was the king who made the first set of law in Norway. The last floor was incorporated in 1560 by a Danish governor, Erik Rosenkrantz, that was here during the period of union between Norway and Denmark. So this area is open to everyone, so you can go this and take some nice picture in the area. We will pass now in front of Bryggen. Bryggen means the wharf. This place is in UNESCO World Heritage List since 1979. And one of the reasons why it's in UNESCO, because in this place they were living and working for 400 years, the Germans from the Hanseatic League. So today you can see the first floor, everything is souvenir stores, coffee shops and restaurants. And later we will talk about this place when we back to the city again. If you want to eat in a very good restaurant, Norwegian restaurant with local food, here to the left, here where it says Bryggeloft, is 2 floors of restaurant. So there you can find a typical Norwegian food. Valley of Norway, knitwear closes here to the left. And to the left too, we will see a nice building in Art Nouveau style. It was built in 1870 as a meat market. Today in the second floor we have a Starbucks, and in the first floor we have a restaurant. So in the old time people sell the meat in the feria like a normal product, so that's why they decide to build this nice building. Here to the left side is the way to go funicular railway. Maybe you can see there in the mountains up there is one coming down. Yes, the funicular railway, it takes 5 minutes to reach the top if you stop in the train station, because the funicular is a public transport for the people that live there in the mountains. So it works the whole day until 11 on the night, so if you want to do a trip up there, I recommend you. You will have a fantastic view of the city. Well, now the open air fish market is gone because the season is over. But we have an indoor fish market. That is this building to the right side. We will pass in front of the beside of that platform. This express terminal to the right side is for catamarans that bring you to small town, island, and of course our great fjords. So Bergen until 1800 was the biggest wooden city in Europe, but has been affected by several fires throughout the years. Since the 12th century until the 20th, approximately 34 big fires. One of the big ones was in 1702 that destroyed 80% of the city center. So all this area was just wooden constructions. And the area that we go now is the most affected by the fires that I just mentioned. So now when we turn to the right, you will have to your left a white stone building. This was former residence for a Danish governor who ruled here, the name Erik Rosenkrantz. Today we have the most famous product there, raining clothes. So hotel to the right side. We have 33 hotels in Bergen city. Most of them are conference. We receive 2 million visitors in our hotel every year. So as I mentioned, this is the most affected area by the fires. We just start our tour and we will have some photo stop for take some nice panoramic picture from the other side of the harbor. Of course, those that want to stay in the bus, you can stay. We'll be some few minutes and then we will back.
Maybe we should go up and walk down.
The name is because it was the first Protestant church in Bergen city. It was built in 1622 over the remains to the Archbishop Palace that it was there at that time. As you can see, cobblestone we have everywhere. So for us, for the women, we don't like so much cobblestone. Men doesn't like either for the cars. So yeah, but it look nice. They want that the city look a little medieval aspect. So you will see very soon to your right side the former custom office. In the old time, all the ship that enters to the city, they had to declare the product here for they could sell the product in the city center. After so many fires, when Bryggen had the 900th anniversary, here to the right side we have the aquarium of the city. This was opened in 1965, and here we have 50 small aquarium and one tropical area. To the right side too, you can see one stone. This stone, it says Hexesteinen. It means the witch's stone, in memory to 350 women that they were burned, accused to practice witchcraft in Norway. The last woman that was born in Bergen city, she was a widow of a priest, but anyway, she was accused of this practice. Her name was Anne Peder's daughter, and that was in 1590. So the apartment that we are passing now, to the left side, these are residential from 1819 and 2000. Very soon you will see to your right side some primary school. This was built in 1903, and the idea to build this school was to take the kids from the manual labor that existed at the time. At that moment they had 1,800 students, and today we have only 250 students here. In 1665 was a battle in the harbor where we took some pictures now, between the Dutch and the English. The name of the battle was Bryggen. After that battle, the city decided to reinforce more and build a new fortress here to the right side. The name is Frederiksberg. This fortress has been never used in battle actually. We keep the whole year and in summer. Oh, I have to cut this conversation. Look at here to the right side. These tiny kids. I'm sorry for that interruption, but yeah, we take them 2-3 times a week for they enjoy the statue. Her name was Amalie Skram, and she was a writer from the 19th century. She wrote about women liberation. In this area where was Amalia, it was a park, and in that area was one of the richest monasteries in Bergen city, but it was destroyed after the Reformation. So you can see these houses in between. It's a mix of architecture. Like I said, they said you had to build in solid construction, but anyway, there are some wooden houses in between. And here to the left side, you can see these colorful houses. I will ask you put attention here to the right side because we will pass for a very narrow alley. In the city center, in the corners, we have 3 containers, but in the residential area, we have more because different type of garbage. And we are very proud of that. I can tell you that we have like 5 years, all our street open it because they were doing this underground installation. So, yes, so it's fantastic.
subir, ¿no? Igual, ya.
The reason is because now in winter we trim very special way. The idea is in summer the seed don't make mess in the city, and for they don't grow so much. So that's why they look different to the linde that you are used to see. So in this street was the theater in 1850. We will see in the our right side in the theater, we will see another statue. He was another playwright, and his name was Bjørnstjerne Bjørnson, and he was the first Norwegian who got a Nobel Prize in Literature in 1903. And he wrote the lyric to our national anthem of Norway. Our national anthem, the name is Ja, vi elsker dette landet, that means yes, we love this country. And he was like, we can say, the archie enemy to our great composer, our Henrik Ibsen. Henrik Ibsen worked with Edvard Grieg in the beginning, and so Edvard Grieg made many activities. And many students, they rent apartment in this area because they want to be very close to the university and in the city center. Of course, they have to do with another 2 or 3 classmates because it's quite expensive. So the next street to the right side, you will see part of Bergen Public University. We don't see the whole university, but some of it. Here to the right side. So you will notice many jobs, many work in the city, and we take advantage of the good weather because we have some good weather sometime too. So, and this will happen with the next church here to the right side. It's covered in plastic. So. This is a normal size statue. This is 1 meter 52 centimeters. You know, I'm very short. I'm 156. He was 152, so you can imagine how short he was. So he said he was short in size but big in talent. And this is a house to Bergen Philharmonic Orchestra that is one of the oldest in the world. So every year we organize approximately 60 activities in this area, especially in May and June for the international festival. But not only concert, we have all type of art demonstration. Okay. And we don't have concerts. Some companies, they rent some rooms for the other activities. In total, during the whole year, we have 200 activities in our city. In the part of the festive square, we have in that area one of the biggest exposition of art from Scandinavia, and we have divided in 4 museums. All good playwright from the 1700s, Ludwig Holberg, but he put the name to our 7 mountains. And here, to the right side, we have the smaller mountain from the 7. This was one of the favorite mountains to our great composer and pianist Edvard Grieg. He came here to get inspiration. He came with his friends. He loved these mountains, actually. In 1700, many people from this area worked from the rope factory for the cruise, not the cruise, the boat actually. So we have in Bergen city at that time in 1700 approximately 28 rope factories. And today it doesn't exist anymore because they don't use a natural product to make the rope. But we have two buildings that they were the old rope factories. And those belong now to Bergen Public University, and they store there many artifacts and documents. You will see very soon to your right side a long building. This was one of the rope factories. They need this long building because they needed to dry the rope, so it was the only way. Here to the right side. Yes, they needed this so they could dry the rope. So we have in Bergen city one activity we call kind of marathon. It's 36 kilometers and in this area in the 1800. And then start to arrive the rich people that they build houses in this area too. When they start to build the line train, they start to change, start to move young families with kids, start to build apartments. But still you will see in this area many big houses. When people ask where is this place where live the rich people, actually no, we are very mixed. We don't know where they are actually. Everything is totally mixed in Norway. But you will notice these still some nice wooden houses in this area. We use electricity for everything. We are big exporter of gas, but we don't use gas in our home. We use only electricity. 98% of the electricity comes from the hydroelectrics. So even when we cook with electricity. So Norwegians like to improve themselves, their homes, because if you want to hire a carpenter or a painter, it's very expensive in Norway. I mean, this carpenter, they have to go to study to be carpenter. The idea is that we prepare the kids to be independent. So that's why. So it doesn't exist a job for women or men inside home and outside home. I have to tell you, in Norway we pay from 5% to 50% of taxes. As much money we do, more taxes we have to pay. But we have many benefits. I just mentioned that the education and the healthcare system is so each time that a baby born, the couple receive from the government approximately $6,000. And this $6,000 is for all the welfare, for everything, all the expenses that the baby needs when they born. So some couple, they decide the money 1 month before the baby born, or some decide to split, in 1 year, so they receive every month some extra money. And kids, since they born until 18, they lose out unemployment. In 2017 was kind of crisis in the oil industry. So many people, they lost their job, and the government used 4% of the excedent of that money to help those that they were unemployment. So they continue receiving salary until they incorporate again to their job. Well, we have in this area one old fire station. In the old time, all of them, they were red, but now we have a new one in the city, and they changed the tradition. Now it's a little brown.
1905.